on the board. I'm letting that other one ease up a mountain. I don't want to spook him. Man, it's been a rough season. He's just easing away. He's a giant too. I should have waited and shot him, but I shot the first one. He never did gobble. He was always out feeding and pecking. His beard is unreal. We just gotta sit here a minute, let him get out of here. I'll be out there in the morning. Y'all didn't hear me make any calls because I was just coming around through here with the camera off. Just calling. I called a few times. Excuse me. I'm a little shook up. Boy, I'm so happy. All right. I come around through here calling a few times, and I'm battling a... Dang, I think he's still up there looking at us. Yeah, he's still up there looking at us. Man, he has got a beard. He's 100 yards away, and I can see his beard. It looks like it's 5 inches thick. Never gobbled one time. All right. He just went up over the ridge. We'll go get the gobbler in just a second. I'm still tore up. I came from that way, and I got on a gobbler yesterday evening. He'd been in the field all day, and that's where I was going. I mean, he stayed in the dang food plot until almost 7 o'clock. All right, scratch this. I'm gonna go get my bird, and then we'll do this interview right. All right, it's been a long season so far. We're probably on day 9-ish. People have been texting me, why ain't you killing nothing? Because I suck. I mean, I got cocky last year, got the big head, and Jesus gave me some humble pie this year, and I'm just having to take it one bird at a time, nice and slow. I've been down in here. We went opening morning, me and Tyler did, and we didn't hear anything. I went on to work. He came on down in here on our place, and he got on a bird and he missed it. And it was close to home, so every morning I've messed with that bird. And it's every morning he's given me the slip. Right up until, I think it was Wednesday. I got sick Tuesday night, had to miss work Wednesday and Thursday. Food poisoning, I guess. Well, I was down, couldn't hunt. So I got up Friday morning, planned on going to work, so if I can go to work, I can hunt. And so I got up and come on in. It was just cracking daylight. I still didn't have all my strength back from being sick, so I just cut the side-by-side off and just coasted all the way down to where I'd planned on hunting. As soon as I got off of it, there was a bird gobbling, which I think was this bird right here. And I could have stepped up to the edge of the bench and shot him easily. He sounded 30, 35 yards away, and I didn't. I decided to try to call him up into the road, and another gobbler come around, the one that we've been messing with all season so far. He come around from the right. They met up. they didn't never fight, but I guess they didn't like each other and they went separate ways. Well, that other gobbler that we've been messing with all year, he stayed in a food plot yesterday evening all day from 2 o'clock until fly-up time. Well, I couldn't stand it, hadn't killed nothing, anxious. I fly down here with 30 minutes of light left, sneak up on that field, and he's nowhere to be found. He left the field 3 minutes before I got there. So I go back in there under the cover of darkness this morning, ease up in there, and he never says a peep. I don't know if I bumped him yesterday evening or what, but he never said a peep. So I just started easing around because I knew this bird had to be here. And because he was way on up the mountain yesterday, I knew I went ahead and started low. He worked his way down yesterday before I left and went to work. So I started easing around through here, and y'all have no talking, no commentary, no nothing all season really, because it's been a crappy season. I didn't even get this camera out. I've been just going with the GoPro on top of the gun, and so I come around through here, and I'm still weak as water, and I yelp my way around through here, and I thought I heard a gobble, and I come on up a bench, and I sat down against a tree just to rest, and he gobbled again. And I said, oh, well, he might be interested. I'm gathering my breath, thinking about how I'm going to set up on him, because he sounds like he's 2 benches below me. I catch my breath, and he gobbles closer. And then he gobbles closer. And so I didn't worry about getting anything out. I spun around on the tree I was on. I cut the GoPro on, and he come up on the other side of a hollow from me. And I could hear him gobbling close, and he just never would pop up the lip. Well, then the next time I see a super big bearded bird over on across the hollow from me, probably 75 yards, and he's just over there pecking around, but they still one drumming and gobbling just right here close to me. So he never did gobble, the second bird, the one I was looking at. So I just held my cool. I never did make another call after they were advancing on me, and I don't know what the time. I'll have to look on the GoPro to see what time was, but he sat over there at about probably where the other bird was I seen. He went ahead and crossed the holler, went over there at probably 80 yards maybe, and he just sat over there and gobbled and gobbled and gobbled and gobbled. And if I'd had this camera up, which if I'd had this camera up, they'd have probably seen me trying to get good footage, and it never would have worked out. But I just, every now and then, if he wasn't looking, I might rake a leaf or two, but I basically just, the last place he heard that yelp is the last yelp he heard. And I stuck right there to that tree, and I stayed silent. And he looked over that way and looked over that way and looked over that way, and then he made it to about 50 yards on the other side of the hollow. And I was tempted to shoot, but he never had boogered, and he just couldn't stand that I wouldn't answer him back, and all of a sudden here he come. And they come up, they was circling around in under me, and they brought their head up under the lip. And I just shot the first one I seen. It was not the big rope-bearded one. It's a really good bird, but I watched the rope-bearded one, or paintbrush-bearded one, just ease up over the next ridge for another day. But I don't know if he'll gobble. He never did gobble. I don't know if this one keeps him whooped down, or if he's old enough that he don't gobble, but I know he's got a heck of a beard. But it is April the 2nd, I think, opening day of Tennessee season. This is my first bird of the year. I sure am happy with him. He's got thick spurs. Both points on his spurs are broke off. Blunt. He was probably a 3-year-old probably, but he is a hard gobbling sucker. I got it all on the GoPro. Probably the GoPro's never good for the shot. I don't know if you'll actually see the turkey or not, but you'll hear a buttload of gobbling. But that's just how the story starts this year. We got another day tomorrow, and we got this bird over here. These are usually my during the week birds, because I can hunt them right out the back door and not be worried about it. But we got one we know right here, and one that we bumped yesterday over there, so we got time. I think we're gonna go to Madison County tomorrow try some of the land we got over there since it opened up yesterday. But good luck to everybody out there. We're gonna try to do better. Have a good one.